So what did you get from the film The Union?
So I thought The Union was pretty good. And
Really?
I wait. So I thought it was pretty good. And now I'm looking at the Rotten Tomato comments.
I'm thinking you
Got
took
me
another
second
look.
guessing some things. It's not amazing, but it was funny at times. There was action. It didn't take long to get where it needed to go. I guess you could argue that somewhat's wrong with it because he does kind of become a pro spy overnight. But it felt like an action movie, but more so a comedy. Not quite a parody, but almost a parody of a buddy cop film. But a little bit of luck along the way and happy accidents make this movie possible.
Yeah, a lot of luck. And also, I feel like Mark Wahlberg is playing a character that should be a lot younger. Because he's in his 50s. And he's living
Halle
like...
Berry.
Yeah, but when you just look at how his life is in this movie, he's playing a person that should be in their 20s or early 30s based on his lifestyle.
Right.
And I just couldn't get over that. And the plot of this is just convenience after convenience, just ridiculousness. Like you said, an agent overnight, literally 2 weeks. They train a guy who's never been trained before. Now he's some professional that they put all their stakes into. And this whole union that they have, like this special group, they're like the FBI, but they call themselves better. But yet I don't see that. They fail so many times in this movie. I'm just like, are you really better? And how about the people
They're
that
cool.
you recruit?
They're cooler, that's what it is.
I guess. How about the people that they recruit and say no? Do you just let them just walk and they know all about your organization? It doesn't
They probably
all
got they probably got like a forget me serum or something like that, like Men in Black. Little flash.
So is she gonna follow him on his way back home? Because they had a ticket for him to go back home. Things just
You're
don't
asking
add
too
up.
many questions.
What?
Asking too many questions.
I mean, I guess if you just look at it from, I guess, not as critical of a lens, it's just a run-of-the-mill action movie.
They had such a good cast, though.
Yeah, and that's what they thought would bring them more attention. And maybe it has, I don't know. But it's still not a great movie.
Yeah.
I'd like for you to sell me on it.
It's not. Look, it's like James Bond meets Austin Powers meets Mr. and Mrs. Smith on Netflix.
All better films than this. Take their worst iteration and it's better than this.
It wasn't awful. But it was at least average with some hints of comedy that maybe you weren't expecting.
Yeah, I guess so. But the plot for me was just so ridiculous. I couldn't get past it. Even the funny
The plot
part
is a
that they were
bit
trying to do.
convoluted.
Yeah, and everything happens so fast. I mean, this movie is under 2 hours, like an hour and 45, something like that.
Well,
It's really fast.
but you know what? Every scene was jam packed. You don't have random boring scenes. Everything's action, everything's important. And some things are realistic. The phone falling in the water and not being able to be used. Realistic.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if they had like some type of backup or something. But yeah, I think you're really gonna have to sell me on this to make me think that this movie is any good, because it's not. Thanks for watching, and if you would like to be featured on our podcast, Make sure to click the link in the description.